Welcome again. This is the Trails. Welcome. Today, I just want to talk about politics in our country, Kenya, and I have come to realize about something very actually critical. We are having our able president, Honorable Dr. William Samuel Ruto, as our president, and we have a situation whereby nearly more than half of the population in Kenya is not pleased with how the president is running this country. But actually, one thing that I've come to learn that tribalic politics will never end in our country. Uh, Let me think with you a little bit about this because many people say that a tribalic leadership or politics or even any conversation about tribalism will end, but it is a very hard situation. It is something that it will never end. This is something that will never end, and we have to learn to accept and to actually know that we'll live with it and we'll always make our decisions, most of them, okay, after checking on those tribals or the tribes of that person or those people where they're coming from. So this actually leads me to something very critical about the next year's election, which is in 2027, about August there. So many people, especially from the mountain, say that they want to remove President William Ruto. But as we all know, we have only two tribes in Kenya, or two regions where presidents of this country have been coming from, mostly the Rift Valley or from the Kalenjins, and then from the Kikuyus or from the Mount Kenya people. So this one is a very big challenge. We had this situation in 2007 and it really affected us. Everyone remembers what happened in 2007. And this one is something that actually I don't think if the Kalenjins and the Kikuyus are ready to go into such a situation, because I have come to realize that as we all know, our president is not a joking person. He cannot just get out of that office very easily, as when people think that they can just vote him out and then he's just out of the government. It is not something that is just that like that or very easy like that. It's not something that is actually very easy. He can decide to do everything possible to retain that seat. And actually, he's one of the most critical thinking man, most very able politician in Kenya. So, and if we remove William Ruto from that power, okay, there's also a challenge. And this one now is what makes me to think twice about this situation. Just imagine how Kikuyus and Kalenjins will relate when they remove William Ruto from that seat. I think it will be something that will turn the tables. It will change the situation. Things will change. And most of these people from the mountain who are living everywhere in this country, especially in the regions of these Kalenjins and Highland Nilotes, they might suffer the consequences very thoroughly. They might be forced to evacuate their places and many people will be displaced. This country will change a lot. Like, this idea is the one that will lead to what will happen in next year's election. I don't think these Kikuyus or these Mount Kenya people are ready to evacuate from these old properties they have been acquiring everywhere in this country. The side of Luyas are very good people. They live with others well, and the Luyas have managed to residing anywhere in this country without actually come to a friction with the tribes. Luyas can go to many people and stay there, but actually, as we know, they usually use areas so much with very little benefit on their side. Okay, but on this side of the Nyanza people, actually, we as per now Most of them are thinking, like, can we go outside of this event or can we stay it? So we are in situation. Someone can tell you that them are to be outside. One actually for the push person for the president election, but actually 50% of them not because of that year. They just to vote Ruto, but then they feel wrong. Then various out Ruto at the Kikuyu. So challenge them. They are looking at it alone. So looking for people to help so that no, they fails. They don't to be outside. I can remember very in 22, our last president, President Huruka, he never felt very well to actually leave power to Ruto, but he was forced to by his. He thought about twice because actually he have refused to the power to Ruto, and the people from his region were the large voters of Willow. Then will lead to them being outside or being in the opposition, which the mountain people will never want to be like how they are now. They never want to be in the opposition because they know the benefit of being around the of the plant. They know benefit of having someone from your region the plant. The only who don't know benefits of having president from your the loss and actually the only group that is not aware of the benefits that comes with that seat. But the Luo or the people, they know be of how the benefit dawa. The people who know real sweetness dawa are mountain people, the people are the same people who know the real part seat. So as per now, I can say that you cannot remove William Ruto so fast that you have to think twice and encounter the situation. Look at the possibilities. What if we fail to remove him? What if we vote him out and then the other people vote him in? What will happen? That's why you can see that they are trying their level best to actually convince the Luya people who are actually the easiest people to you can lure to any side you want. Okay, especially the opposition, they are very easy to sway. To divide their votes is very easy. So they want to do that. They want to convince the lawyers that this person is the worst. So we have to remove him even if we are going to put there a dog. Okay, and you can find out that some people are actually are convinced of that. So they want to ensure that they have that. The second thing they have to they are looking for the Luo support. And then lastly they will be looking for other tribes support like the Kalonzo people are there. We don't know. Kalonzo is somehowly a watermelon in other situation. So we don't know what